This is the Canon HG20 hard drive video camera. It records in a format called AV-CHD. The camera can also be used to take high resolution still images. At the front of the camera there's the lens and the built-in microphone. On the right hand side of the camera, under the plastic cover, are the connections for the headphones and the microphone. And here's the USB connection on the left hand side of the camera, underneath the LCD screen. On the top of the camera is the power button, the zoom control, and also the button for taking still images. Moving to the back of the camera is the battery, which is held in place by a small release catch. Also at the back of the camera, next to the battery, is the mode dial, which allows you to select the operating mode for the camera: video record, video playback, and stills. And just below is the socket for the mains adapter. To power up the camera, first of all, select camera record on the mode dial. Then press the power button on top of the camera. We can now open the LCD screen. Here is a quick guide to the icons on the screen. This shows that the camera is in pause record mode. The camera is set to automatic. This is the remaining battery life, how many shots we've taken so far, the remaining hard drive space, we're using headphones as our audio output, the audio levels, and that we've selected standard play. When we press the record button in the middle of the mode dial, you'll see that the pause record icon has now changed to the record icon, and we also get a readout for the shot duration in seconds, minutes and hours. On the fold out LCD screen there are two important controls which we can use to set up the camera. First of all, we have the function button. By pressing the function button we can open up an on-screen menu which allows us to set various recording parameters on the camera. We can navigate through the menu by using the joystick control. The top section of the menu is where we can set the basic shooting mode of the camera. The programmed AE will be fine. The next section is the white balance menu. Auto is usually fine for most situations. The next two, image and digital effects, you can leave turned off. Any effects can be added during the editing stage. This next section is where we can set the quality of the video that we're recording. It should be set to standard play to keep the file sizes at a reasonable level. Then we have an option for simultaneous recording. This should be turned off. And the very last option is the menu. For most situations, you shouldn't need to enter the menu. Occasionally though, you may need to access the menu to make sure that the headphone socket is active. Pressing the joystick controller activates another on-screen menu. This menu gives us the option of manual control over exposure, focus, and the audio recording level. By pressing the button down, we can scroll through the different menus. And by pressing the button up, we now have manual control over the settings on that particular menu. Pushing the button left or right will change the settings on that menu. To go back to the auto settings on the menu, press the button up to deselect manual control. By pressing the button down, you can navigate onto the focus menu and also onto the audio recording level menu. Press the button up on the audio menu and we now have manual control, and we can change the input levels of the audio recording from the microphone. We now have manual control over the level at which the audio is recorded. Pressing the button left or right increases or decreases the level of the recorded audio. And press the button up if you want to revert to the auto levels. Although the camera is fitted with an internal stereo microphone, for best results use an external directional microphone, connected with an XLR to mini jack lead. The microphone connects to the red socket under the side panel on the right hand side of the camera. It's essential that you always use headphones when recording any audio. The headphones are connected to the yellow socket, also under the side panel on the right hand side of the camera. To review your recorded shots, change the mode selection from camera record to camera playback. You can navigate through the playback menu using the joystick controller. The camera will not overwrite any of the previously recorded shots, and it's also a good idea that you don't delete any yourself out of the menu. If you don't need some of the shots that you've recorded, simply leave them out of the uploading process in Final Cut Express. Here's a list of shooting essentials. You'll obviously need the hard drive camera and a fully charged battery, a directional microphone and an XLR to mini jack lead, and of course the all-important headphones, and last but definitely not least, a tripod.